Today we're going to look at the CM5418 Pro by Casabrews. Now if you don't know this, Casabrews has kind of taken the online world by storm, outselling even Delonghi by a long shot on Amazon. Pretty nuts. And they've gotten very popular with their CM5418. It's a little kind of Delonghi look-alike, as you can see here. Very slim model thermoblock machine with a 51mm portafilter. And this is their updated model. Now what's different about this one is mainly one thing, and that is using a different type of heating element. So this guy uses, you see this green sticker here, that's the Ferro technology. That is the same technology that is used inside machines like the Bambino Plus or the Touch Impress by Breville. It's a little pancake heater, it's much faster, and therefore you can switch between modes more easily. The machine is ready basically just about immediately, and makes it therefore more expedient. It's also more efficient on electricity, so a lot of positive things. Now they call this flow-through heating or thick film heating, and essentially it's just a new technology that's pretty neat. And they've included it in this machine, which is being offered for a very low price in comparison to, for example, the Bambino Plus. So we're going to take a look at this machine today. We're going to make an espresso. I'll also show you how the milk steaming is, and just give you a general feeling for how the machine is. So as I mentioned, it's got this 51mm portafilter that it comes with plastic handle, and it comes with pressurized baskets, as you can see there. It comes with this as a 2-cup. It comes with a 1-cup as well. Also comes with this little pick here for cleaning out your steam wand, so that's kind of nice to be able to clean that guy out. So that's what it comes with. The inside, as you can imagine, is plastic, and yeah, therefore with this you can make a pressurized extraction. It makes things easier. It's more tolerant. You can just toss pre-ground coffee in here and you'll get an espresso. You can also use an advanced mode, what I like to call it, and use something like this, a bottomless portafilter. I have been experimenting with this. This is bottomless portafilter with an IMS basket, and I've been using this proper tamper here, and I've been getting really delicious shots with that. But today that goes outside the scope of this video. I just kind of want to show you what this machine comes with for the price you pay for it. Let me show you the machine from the side. That's what it looks like from the side, just the same as before, really. This is the other side. Yeah, so really not a whole lot going on there. Certainly not much different in comparison to the original model. You will, however, notice that the manometer dial color is now black. So, with all that being said, I would say let's just go ahead and make an espresso. And by the way, guys, before I go any further, I'd like to thank Casabrews for sending me this machine. They did send it to me for the sake of the review. And if you're getting any value from this video at all, why don't you subscribe to this video? And that way I will also know to make more videos on machines like this one in the future. Now, one thing I do like about Casabrews is they give you some tips. And on the side, it's going to say, if you want the optimal temperature, you should preheat the system. So we're going to preheat the portafilter and preheat our glass as well. So let's just run a shot with no coffee in there. It's starting to get kind of warm. Yeah, it's getting hot to the touch now, and that's the good thing. That's what you want. You want your cup warmed up, you want your portafilter warmed up, and the basket as well. Do that once or twice, and you're going to get better results on your espresso. You can see it's actually steaming, so very nice. Now let's go ahead and prepare our coffee, or espresso rather. I'm going to use this funnel here that I made. And I already pre-ground some coffee at 70 clicks on this K4. I normally use 60 clicks for non-pressurized espresso. What I'm using is some freshly roasted Mind tonic espresso from Anodyne. That is a local roaster, and yeah, pretty tasty espresso. So let's go ahead and just dump that in there. I believe you can fit about 13 grams. Yep, I measured it out. It's 13 grams that you can fit into this pressurized portafilter. And you don't need to worry too much about tamping because it's tolerant, right? Just take this included plastic tamper and just give it a tamp like so. Just right straight down. Try to go nice and straight, just like that. And now we can stick this guy into the machine and pull our shot. I'm gonna measure it because I wanna see what I got coming out. I'm gonna stop it probably around 25 grams or so. Here we go. So it's got a pre-infusion. And there it comes right there. That's our espresso shot, and it's at 20 grams. I'm gonna stop at 26. Yeah, there we go, 30 grams is what you end up getting out in total. It does keep leaking a little bit there because it does not have a solenoid valve to release the pressure from the puck. And that's what you got right there. That is your pressurized espresso shot. If you can see there, it's a little foamy. That's the consistency of a pressurized shot. It's less creamy and more foamy. But the taste, quite good, because I am using a nice fresh bean from a local roaster. I'm using a good grinder here. And while the flavor depth and while the texture is not as good as with a non-pressurized extraction, like what you can get from a portafilter like this one, it's still pretty good. And I still do get some notes of chocolate, some notes of orange coming out. It's pretty tasty. But that's not really the star of the show here. The star of the show is how quickly you can switch between modes. So what we're gonna do next is steam some milk. I got some milk ready right here. And let's go ahead and time it and see how long it takes to get to steam mode. So I'm just gonna click steam mode there. Just flip the switch here on the side. Already in steam mode. That is very fast. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and steam some milk. You can see it's got more than enough power to get a nice swirl going. Say one whole tip on that steam wand. Oh, it's getting hot already. That's pretty fast, actually. That's getting toasty. Okay, so that took 43 seconds. That took 43 seconds and only added 15 grams of water to it. So that's quite good. Normally, thermoblock machines add anywhere between 20 and 30 grams of water. So this at 15, that is ahead of the curve. That's quite good. One thing I will say, however, is using pressurized espresso to try to pour latte art does make it more difficult because that crema is, a bit foamy. But let's just see if we can get the milk anyway. Is great. Very, very creamy milk. Very nice. There we go. A little tulip that we got there. So that's what we get from our CM5418 Pro. Very nice steam wand on there. I'm quite impressed with the steam wand. Does a great job. Milk super creamy. Let me give this a taste. Oh yeah, that is delicious. Very nice. One thing that's a little strange is that the machine never goes out of the steam mode. So you have to actually disengage the steam mode yourself, just like that. But you can see that the espresso buttons are illuminated. So in the case of the CM5418 Pro, you don't have to cool down the thermal block like you normally do because this is the different technology that's able to adjust the temperature more quickly, and it's got way less mass to be able to have to change the temperature. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the machine. It's really kind of the same thing as a 5418, but with that newer technology. Very cool. It's quick to switch between drinks, does not add much water in there. In fact, it's not quite on the low side for that. So those are impressive things. What I would say, however, would be nice, and what I would suggest is if you like experimenting with espresso, go ahead and get yourself a bottomless portafilter so that you can make yourself a nice unpressurized extraction and get yourself a nice tamper, something like this guy here. I'll put a couple of links in the description box down below. Just check it out. Until next time, guys, I say happy coffee drinking and happy cappuccino drinking. Bye now.